Okay, so if you've been on planet Earth anytime in the last, 4 decades, you probably remember the Karate Kid, right? You've got the classic underdog, Daniel Russo, and his awesome mentor, Mr. Miyagi, taking down the quintessential 80s bully, Johnny Lawrence. It's the ultimate story of good versus evil. But what if it wasn't that simple? That's the massive question at the heart of the series Cobra Kai. And today, we're going to break down just how its second episode turns that entire 34-year-old story completely on its head. I mean, seriously, think about it. What if the good guy and the bad guy weren't who you thought they were? That's exactly what this show does. It takes the simple, black and white world of the original movie and just floods it with all these messy, complicated shades of gray. It basically forces you to rethink everything you thought you knew about these characters. And this right here, this is the core of it. Total inversion. The scrappy kid from the wrong side of the tracks in '84, he's now the rich, successful guy. And the privileged golden boy bully? Well, he's hit rock bottom. The tables have completely turned. Let's dig into how this all unfolds, starting with our original hero, Daniel San. So, fast forward 34 years, and we catch up with Daniel LaRusso. And honestly, from the outside looking in, it looks like he's totally won at life. I mean, the guy is the king of car dealerships in the Valley. He's got this huge mansion, a beautiful family. He's literally living the American dream. But as you can probably guess, that perfect, shiny surface is starting to show some serious cracks. Yeah, Daniel's life isn't quite the fairy tale it seems. His son couldn't care less about his dad's past. He's just glued to his video games. And his daughter, Sam, she's running with the popular rich kid crowd. You know, the exact type of kids Daniel used to fight against. And maybe worst of all, he's turned Mr. Miyagi's wise teachings into cheesy taglines for his car commercials. The irony is just staggering. The kid who learned everything there is to know about balance has completely lost his. Okay, so let's hit pause on Daniel's perfect but not so perfect life and flip over to our original villain, Johnny Lawrence. He's decided to bring back the Cobra Kai dojo, but let's just say his teaching style is, uh, a little different from Mr. Miyagi's. This is lesson number one for his new student, Miguel. There's no talk about defense, no inner peace. It is just pure, unfiltered aggression. It's basically the anti-Miyagi motto, and it perfectly sets the tone for this new, brutal version of Cobra Kai. I mean, just look at the difference here. It's night and day, right? Miyagi-Do was all about defense, finding balance. Cobra Kai is about attacking first and showing zero mercy. And the training? Miyagi famously used chores to build muscle memory. Johnny's advice? Just leave your bullshit outside. It couldn't be more different. But the writers, they saved their most brilliant little wink to the original movie for a scene that involves, you guessed it, a simple chore. And this moment tells you everything. So picture this. Miguel, he's heard the legends, right? He asks Johnny if there's a special way he's supposed to clean the dojo windows, totally expecting a wax on, wax off kind of secret lesson. But Johnny just looks at him completely baffled and is like, no, just clean the windows. I don't care how. It is such a perfect, hilarious moment that immediately establishes who Johnny is as a sensei. He is not Mr. Miyagi, and he has no intention of being him. And of course, this whole role reversal thing isn't just about Daniel and Johnny. It's trickled down to the next generation, where the new kids are basically holding up a mirror to the old rivalries. But it's all flipped. There's actually a literary term for this. It's called narrative inversion, and Cobra Kai just nails it. The rich kids are the bullies now, and the outcasts are the ones looking for a way to fight back. And for Daniel, this new reality all comes crashing down in one absolutely gut-wrenching moment. So, Daniel finds out his daughter, Sam, is dating this kid, Kyler, and then the pieces start to click into place. He realizes Kyler and his buddies are the rich, popular kids who beat up Johnny's student, Miguel. And in that one horrifying moment, Daniel LaRusso, the ultimate good guy, the ultimate underdog, realizes his own daughter is on the side of the bullies. His family is aligned with the new Cobra Kai. So, why does a sequel to an 80s movie feel so incredibly fresh and relevant right now? Well, it's because the show is brilliant. It uses this old rivalry as a stage to talk about some very real, very modern problems. The show is tapping into stuff we're all dealing with. You've got Daniel struggling to parent a kid who lives on his phone. You have this really smart conversation about class and privilege. And with Johnny, the show dives deep into flawed concepts of masculinity and what tough love actually means, showing how his heart might be in the right place, but his methods are still, pretty broken. And all of this builds and builds until it finally explodes in the episode's final scene. Daniel, who is still mentally stuck in 1984, decides he's going to march down to the new Cobra Kai dojo and confront Johnny. So Daniel walks in there, just full of that old hero energy. He thinks it's simple. Johnny is the bad guy, he's corrupting these kids, and he needs to stay away from the good kids, his daughter's friends. He's seeing the whole world in that same black and white way he did when he was a teenager. And then Johnny just hits him with a truth bomb that shatters Daniel's entire reality. He points out that those good kids Daniel is so busy protecting, well, they're the ones who cornered and beat up his student. And that one line of dialogue, that's the whole show. That's the entire premise right there. It completely demolishes the simple morality of the original movie and forces not just Daniel, but us, the audience, to question everything. Have we been looking at this story the wrong way for over 30 years? So that's the big question the show leaves us wrestling with. After all this time, with the roles reversed and the lines completely blurred, who's really the bully here? The show doesn't give you an easy answer, and that's what makes it so great. Instead, it just puts the question out there and makes you decide for yourself.